Tea.
Hi, welcome back to Random Fact Friday. This time we're playing a game that isn't what's
Bob
the
Barker.
no, it isn't uh Power Wash Simulator. We're jumping back to uh fuck, what is it called? Vampire Survivor.
Oh, the Mrs. Mills piano, a 1905 Steinway upright piano at Abbey Road Studios, has a characteristic out-of-tune honky-tonk sound and has been featured on countless albums. Paul
Hmm.
McCartney tried to buy it but was refused.
Damn. Okay, honky tonk.
The Lord of the Rings is presented as a translation of the book originally written in Westeron, the common speech of Middle-earth. Therefore, Frodo Baggins' real name in Westeron is actually Mara Labagini.
Hmm.
Labanji.
Wait.
In Kazakhstan, there are approximately 15,450 square meters, or 16, 166,372 square feet of arable land per person. That's approximately 12 Olympic-sized swimming pools per person.
Damn.
Almost all of modern Siberian Huskies in the United States are descendants of the 1930 Siberian imports and of Leohard Sepala's dogs, particularly Togo.
Hmm.
Sig Atera fish poisoning affects about 500,000 people a year and can be sexually transmitted. It can last up to 20 years and there is no cure.
What are the symptoms of this fish poisoning?
Okay, let's figure that out. If it loads.
Please, I gotta know.
Because you have it,
And I won't know
right?
until you tell me.
Sorry, it's loading. It's just being slow.
It's all good.
I was freaking out because nothing was loading on my laptop earlier.
Uh-huh.
Uh, like none of the websites, and it didn't matter what browser I was in.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized that my VPN auto fucking connected to like some shit town in Utah for some fucking reason,
What the fuck?
and it was like, what the hell?
It's some shit hill town in Utah that has everything banned.
So, Sigu Atera fish poisoning, also known as CFP, is a foodborne illness caused by eating reef fish contaminated with cigiotoxins. Symptoms may include diarrhea, vomiting, numbness, itchiness, sensitivity to hot and cold, dizziness, and weakness. Onset symptoms varies with the amount of toxin eaten, and if a large quantity of toxins is consumed, symptoms may appear within half an hour. Low amounts of toxins may consume take a few days or more to appear. Diarrhea may last 4 days, and symptoms may last a few weeks to a few months. Heart problems, such as slow rate or low blood pressure, may occur. Specific toxins involved are ciguatoxin and mitotoxin. Mitotoxin.
Uh,
Mitotoxin. Yeah, mitotoxin. They originally made by small marine organism known as Gambierdiscus toxicus. Grows on and around coral in tropical and subtropical waters. These are then eaten by herbivorous fish, which are then in turn eaten by carnivorous fish.
hmm.
The toxins become more concentrated as they move up the food chain. Fish most implicated typically include barracuda, grouper, moray eel, amberjack, sea bass, and sturgeon. Diagnosis is based on a person's symptoms together with having recently eaten fish. If a number of those who eat the same fish develop symptoms, the diagnosis becomes more likely. If some of the fish they previously eaten is available, it's going to be tested to confirm the diagnosis.
Oh, so I should be fine then, because
Maybe.
I don't eat a lot of those fish.
There's no effective treatment or antidote for ciguatera poisoning. The mainstay treatment is supportive care. Some evidence that calcium channel blockers like difedipamine or verapamil are effective at treating symptoms and remain when the initial sickness passes, such as poor circulation and shooting pains throughout the chest. These symptoms are due to vasoconstriction caused by the toxin, as well as the toxin lowering the threshold for the opening of voltage-gated sodium channels in the synapses of the nervous system. Sodium channels cause depolarization, which are subsequently cause local paralysis, heart contraction, and changing in the senses of hot and cold. Some medications, such as amitriptyline, may reduce some of the symptoms, such as fatigue and paresthesia, although benefit does not occur in every case.
Oops, sorry, that was my phone. Oh, holy shit, that's a big chest.
Or is watching porn right now.
Oh, shut up. You don't know when I'm watching porn until it's too late.
Ciguatoxin can also occur in farm-raised salmon.
Oh, then there might be a chance of me getting it at some point then. Because I do love me some salmon.
Sorry, I'm just looking.
That's all good. Like, comment, and subscribe if you are, if you've had cytotoxin in your bloodstream. Magic wand.
Apparently, heat does not break down the toxin.
Oh shit! Poisons are weird. Toxins and poisons are weird, don't you think?
Some get denatured by heat, some don't.
Yeah.
Some get worse with heat.
Yeah.
Probably the best way is to avoid eating high-risk fish such as barracuda or moray eel, particularly to avoid eating certain parts of the fish such as the head, intestines, liver, or roe. Alright. Next fact.
Tell me more about sturgeons.
Alright.
Like, what do they dream of?
Becoming surgeons.
A sturgeon surgeon?
I am a sturgeon.
That's what Grey's Anatomy should have been about. A sturgeon becoming a surgeon.
The beluga sturgeon, also known as the great sturgeon, is a critically endangered species of sturgeon in the family Aceipinceridae in the order Aceipinceriformes, which is named to the Caspian Black Seas. It's formerly the Adriatic Sea, as well as their surrounding rivers, lakes, tributaries. Unlike most of the sturgeons, who spend the majority of their time near the sea or river bottoms, beluga sturgeon is a pelagic predator which travels through the water column in search of prey, such as crustaceans, mollusks, other small fish, amphibians, and the rare occasion waterfowl, and even younger and firm Caspian seals. They use suction feeding, often swallowing their prey whole. These sturgeon are preyed upon, albeit rarely, by bears, seals, and other large fish. Reaching around 25 feet in length, 3,500 pounds in weight, the beluga is the largest bony fish that can be found in fresh water. It is the third largest bony fish on Earth, only being surpassed by the ocean sunfish and the great oarfish. River beluga and sturgeon of such great sizes are very old and have become increasingly rare in recent decades because this species is heavily hunted for both its meat and valuable caviar. Today, most belugas are typically 4 to 11 feet and weigh around 50 to 600 pounds. The female beluga is typically 20% larger than the male and shows typical characteristics of the sturgeon, such as an elongated body, heterocercal tail, partly cartilaginous skeleton, a naked skin, longitudinal series. The rostrum is conical. Contains numerous sensory pits in both the ventral and dorsal surfaces. Mouth is large and crescent-shaped with a protractile with upper lip and continuous with the lower lip as interrupted by a large gap. The barbels are laterally compressed with eight appendages and arranged into two pairs, originating midway closer to the mouth and to the tip of the nose. Like most sturgeons, the beluga sturgeon is anadromous, migrating upstream in rivers to spawn in clean, hard substrate, which offers both support and cover for their sticky and adhesive eggs. They begin their migration in late fall over the lakes and deep bends in the rivers. Before moving further inland, their breeding grounds can be upwards of 600 miles upriver, and here females will lay up to 700,000 eggs. The large adult beluga sturgeon will spawn every 4 to 7 years. Under ideal conditions, a beluga sturgeon will reach mature around 10 to 22 years of age and live upwards of 100.
I wish I could lay eggs.
You can.
You know I can't.
Yes, you can.
Explain how I, a human male, could lay eggs. And I know what you're about. You're gonna bring up an ovipositor, aren't you?
No.
Oh, I wasn't
First,
either.
you swallow a hard-boiled egg whole.
I don't. I think my stomach acid would break down a hard-boiled egg.
Not if you swallow it with the shell on.
Oh, god damn it.
And then you poof out the egg, therefore laying it.
Chris, I have to be honest with you. I am not the throat goat that I say I am.
You're not gonna be like one of those snakes that just like eats the entire egg in one go.
No.
Yeah.
I wish
Well, then I can't help you.
The alternative is...
Just kidding, you could just shove eggs up your ass.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I was about to bring up. I could, what's the word? I could get one of those ovipositor, toys, and put eggs in my ass that way. And then I could lay them that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that. Like, I'm afraid an egg would get lost in my ass. You know what I mean?
I can push back out.
And I probably could.
Yep. Okay.
All right, all right. You having fun making noises? Is that the crewmate from hit game Among Us? Making those vocal noises?
Oh my gosh!
Among Us. Among Us is a weird.
Squid
Among Us is a weird game. Like it got real popular. Isn't that crazy?
That game got popular?
Yeah, the game got popular.
What game?
Among Us.
Squid Game?
I mean, yes, also Squid Game.
Swear!
I have mentioned that I love. Okay, so I love the first season of Squid Game. I'm choosing not to watch the second season.
Because it's annoying.
Well, I feel like we've talked about this on several occasions, but
Just like a Netflix catch grab.
yeah, it's a Netflix cash grab, like a scathing like commentary on like people who are desperate for money doing whatever that they can for money, and like Squid Game just turning into what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When it's oversaturated.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like how I felt. It's like what I felt for Stranger Things. Like the first season was super interesting, and I thought Stranger Things was going to be like an anthology series. You know?
Where it was going to be different people experiencing strange shit in the same town.
Yeah, like either in the same town or just like overall and shit like that. But then, like, what's the word? Season 2 came out, and, like, I heard stuff about it, and it's like, oh, Stranger Things kept going. I thought,
I watched
Netflix...
season 2 with my dad.
You what?
It was alright.
It was alright. I tried to watch...
Season 2 and season 3, and it's just like, season 4, and it's like, okay.
And then Kate Bush gets popular again because Running Up That Hill is played. Nothing's wrong with Kate Bush, by the way. I love Kate Bush.
Everyone keeps trying to gaslight the mom, even though she's right about literally everything.
Even the people that shouldn't be gaslighting the mom because they witnessed the horrors with the mom.
Okay, this is how every fucking opening of Stranger Things happens.
Will Byers' mom is like, something's very wrong, and everybody's like, nothing's wrong. And then by the end of the season, everybody's like, oh my god, Will Byers' mom was fucking correct, shit's wrong. And then she's like, I told you so.
Like, okay, Winona Ryder, like, is like, this fucking thing happened. And then everyone, and then like half the fucking people in the town go, uh-oh, category 5 crazy woman alert. Even though she's been right about this every fucking time. And then no one fucking believes what she has to say except children. And then and occasionally like maybe 2 adults. And then they turn up and be, oh, guess who was right?
Uh-oh, category 5 white woman alert. Will Byers having a bit of the Mondays.
And then the fucking next season, this happens over again.
Hell, even her love interest, what's his fucking name? The cop? I almost called him Frank Ocean, that's not his name.
Like he does it the first time, and then like the second time, but by the third time it's like, okay, no, this shit's real.
Yeah. Like the man who is currently who has adopted one of the Stranger Things that is going on in town. Oh god, I remember the first season where like 11 like was getting help from that what's the word, from somebody who ran a diner in the town, and it was like super sweet, but then he immediately got iced, and it's like, no, that character was fucking cool. What the fuck? But yeah, I have conflicting feelings about Stranger Things. The big thing is just like it's another oversaturation thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, people being fucking weird towards the children. Well, I mean, they're probably not children anymore. They're probably of a specific
Yeah.
age.
And also a lot of the actors being incredibly pro-Israel
Ugh,
and
uh,
anti-Palestine.
ugh. Uh,
Anyway, there's a sport called tech ball, which is basically table tennis, but you play with a soccer ball.
huh.
Stammer and stutter are both terms that refer to the symptoms of the same medical condition. The main difference is that stammer is a more common term in British English, while stutter is more common in American English. In 1960, San Diego considered building a floating stadium in Mission Bay for the Chargers and Padres, with modular platoon sections to accommodate various events.
Hmm.
An animal with least amount of neurons in their brains are sponges with zero neurons. The animal with the most are elephants with 257 billion neurons. Humans average around 100 billion neurons.
Hmm. I have no neurons. I'm a dead end.
Coca-Cola is often flavored using decocainized coca leaves. Decocainized is a word.
What was I gonna
It
say?
means cocainized is a word.
So we can put the cocaine back into things. Good to know.
Yep.
Actually, it's kind of interesting. Like, what's the word? So, cocaine or specifically coca leaves aren't illegal in like other like places, and it's just really funny to hear because people make like what is essentially like super coffee. Uh,
Using coke. Yeah.
and it's very interesting.
The first webcam was made to check on a coffee pot to see if it was full.
Ah, yes, I do remember that.
Cambridge scientists basically said, "Why walk 20 steps? We can invent a new technology instead."
Hmm.
100 billion meals are wasted every day, while 783 million people are affected by hunger and starvation in 2022. Uh, Nintendo character Mario was named after the real-life businessman Mario Segali. When the company fell behind on rent, Segali gave them a second chance to come up with the money. Nintendo paid their debt and named the flagship character after him.
Hey, it's me, Labopis.
This has been Ranfact Whatever. Bah.
Bye, everyone.
That ended too early.
No, it's all good. I literally ended it